Howdy hi friends. Oh hello, I just knocked something off. It's actually the day before I'm going to be filming the vlog, but I know that in the morning I'm going to be in a rush getting ready, having breakfast, then leaving because I have to leave quite early to get my train because I'm going to London for the day with my good old pal Emily Scott, and we are going to see Waitress and we're going to be having some amazing food. So this video is going to be my epic food day in London, so I hope you enjoy, and I will try and do a little talky bit too. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you soon. Nearly forgot. Obviously, as usual, if you enjoy this video, smash the big thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, that's literally all I ask of you to do. So it's not much, so please do it. Thanks. As promised, here is some more Christmas talk. So I haven't got my list, so I'm doing this from memory. But I think people were saying that the whole thing that Christmas is very food orientated. Yes, to some degree it is, but I think the food aspect is quite big, but it's not the sole purpose of Christmas. Some people, if they're religious, you know, have the religious reasons for Christmas, but in my eyes, Christmas is more about family time and time for giving and just being appreciative of the time we have together as a family and in the situation we're in, because, you know, we're really lucky to have a roof over our heads and food and clean clothes, water, all that type of stuff. So in my eyes, Christmas is more of a reflection and time to be grateful for that, rather than it being solely focused on the food. So I think if the food issue is quite daunting for you, then try and look at the bigger picture. There is an aspect to food. Yes, you do have a Christmas dinner, but or lunch. I don't know what people call it nowadays, because people call dinner lunch and tea and I don't know, but the Christmas meal, there we go, that is a big part of Christmas, but it's not the main and only part of Christmas. So I think it's about looking at the bigger picture and not solely focusing on that, but it's hard to do because I know when you have an eating disorder that your eating disorder is primarily focused on the food aspect of things, but just try and push that side out a little bit, and the more you think about it, the more you're going to build it up in your head, and then it will seem a lot worse than it actually is. Because I do that all the time. Something new's happening, a new situation, and I can spend days and weeks before worrying about it and then building it up to be this huge drama and horrible thing, and then you kind of get to it and you're like, oh, okay, is nowhere near as bad as I thought, and I've just spent a week stressing over it. There's not much point in stressing yourself out over a meal which is probably going to last, you know, like an hour, and it's probably not going to be as bad as you think. As I did previously say, if it's quite a big issue and very off your meal plan and you're finding that really hard, speak to people, see if you can adapt it into your meal plan or adapt a meal plan for Christmas Day, so that it just becomes a bit less overwhelming. I'm also really sorry that I look horrendous. Like, I've just walked in, it's chucking it down with rain, and I'm filming this the day before I go away, so yeah. But Christmas isn't just about the food. It's because your eating disorder is so primarily focused on that it seems like such a big ordeal. But really, if you say to people like, what does Christmas Day mean to you, they probably wouldn't say food. Like, it's an aspect of it, but it's not the main thing. Some other people have said as well about people judging you for what you're eating or feeling that you have to eat more. I've said this before, what I eat is different to what you eat, is different to what your mum will eat, your cousin, your sister, your teacher. It's all very, very different. So you can't expect someone to eat the same amount as you do, and likewise you can't expect yourself to eat the same amount as someone else, because everybody's body's different. Everybody can handle more and less amounts of food. Our bodies need more food, some bodies need less food. So it really depends on the individual. So I don't think there is a pressure of anybody for you to eat like the same amount they do, or vice versa. I think that's just something your eating disorder will make you think, because like when I go for a meal, I don't expect people to eat the exact same amount as I do, because some people might not be as hungry as me, some people might not be able to handle that much food, but that's just how it is. And comparing, again, everybody will eat a different amount of food, different quantities. Everybody will have different preferences of food they like, you know. I will happily eat every single vegetable there is on Christmas Day, but I know some people hate broccoli, hate sprouts, hate green beans. Okay, that's fine, they don't have to eat it. I'm not going to push that onto them and be like, well, I'm eating it, so you need to eat it too, because then they're not going to enjoy their meal. It's always really hard because with eating disorders, it's a very competitive illness, and it's based on a lot of comparisons, whether that be in terms of your size, your weight, what you eat, how much you eat. But you have to focus on yourself. You have to remember that you are in recovery and you are the person suffering with the eating disorder, so therefore you might have to eat more than the average person to restore weight, but that's because that's what you need. It doesn't mean that everybody else in the world has to do that, because some people don't have to restore weight. Some people may actually have to lose weight for medical reasons and health reasons. So I think you really have to put your focus on yourself and stop comparing, whether that be food, weight, shape, anything like that, and focus on you, because this is what you need at that given time. You know, next year, if you were a healthy weight, it might be completely different and the focus might not be on food. Because another thing is, I think that at Christmas I felt like it was very much food focused, but that's because it needed to be. Oh sorry, I'm just kind of sat on the windowsill, like I don't really know why, and it's just a car. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I think I used to feel like Christmas was very food focused because it kind of had to be, because I wasn't in a position where I was able to eat enough on my own accord, because my eating disorder was still very much in control, and I needed guidance, and I needed someone to say, you need to eat this now, you have to eat this, then this is what you have to do, rather than it kind of being very relaxed and just like, eat when you want, eat what you want, if you're hungry eat, if you're not, don't. So it did feel like it was very food focused, and that's because it was, but that's because of the situation at that time, and that's because that's what it had to be. Whereas now, because I'm not on a meal plan, I don't have to have people prompt me to eat and stuff like that, it seems so less focused on the food. So you just have to think that this is the current situation you're going to be, but it's not going to be like this every year, you know. If next year you're a healthy weight and in a much better position, just like I am now, food is kind of the last thing you think about. I mean, obviously you have to boil the food to make it in, but it's not like, when are we eating, what are we eating, how much am I having? It's just like, okay, we're going to have a Christmas dinner, that's it. I can portion out what I want to, I can eat how much I want to, and that's fine. But because if you're struggling with an eating disorder, food is such a vital aspect that it will seem focused on it, because it will be, but it's not always going to be like this. If you do really struggle with portion sizes, and that, I think maybe pre-plan your portion sizes. I know some people weigh food, stuff like that. I don't really like the weighing of food, because I think you can get very fixated then on weighing everything. It's better to go by like portion sizes. So I think this is in my first inpatient, so I can't really remember, but I think it was something like I had to have like 4 large egg size roast potatoes, something like that, like really weird descriptions. Like I think the chicken or something was like a matchbox or something. Like, who thinks of that as a measurement? But anyway, I think with Christmas Day, the main advice that I can give is to pre-plan, because spontaneity, being spontaneous is often a very challenging thing for people with eating disorders, and it's something I really struggled with. Whereas if I had a planned, written out in black and white so I could see it, so everybody could see it, so everybody was on the same page, firstly that would, oh my god, someone's reversing on the driveway, that would kind of eliminate the stress and arguments that would potentially happen. But it would also mean that we're all on the same page, and it's not sprung upon you, and you are prepared mentally for it. So preparation is a huge thing, not just for getting presents and the ingredients needed for Christmas dinner, but also for your health and well-being. But maybe use this Christmas to focus on something else. Make it a Christmas that you'll remember for a good reason. Set yourself mini goals, you know. I think the one year I set myself little challenges. I did like a Christmas based challenge, and I had a little Christmas cake with custard, I had a gingerbread man, and it kind of got me back into the Christmas spirit a little bit, and it also challenged me. And I think that even though Christmas is a stressful time, it is important to still challenge yourself. All these things are going to challenge you, because if you find it anxiety provoking and scary, then of course it's going to challenge you. But as I've always said, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And the more you challenge yourself, the easier things will be. I never thought I would be in this position that I am today, but I'm here. And I'm here because I decided enough was enough, and I didn't want my life to just be hell for the next however many years. 7 years is long enough, and now I just feel so much better for it. I've just come back from my old secondary school, and I saw some teachers who, the last time they saw me, obviously I was really not in a good place, and that was the school I'd gotten well in. I was shaking in my car before I went in. I was absolutely petrified, but I'm so glad I went, and I saw so many of my old teachers, and they were so happy to see me, and it was just so nice. Like, I feel quite emotional really, because I was really scared about going back, because it really brings a lot of bad memories, and I used to drive past and really panic because I also got bullied there. And going back in a different place and them seeing me now and their reactions was just amazing. I'm so grateful, because that school really did help me through the times, and were very understanding and accommodated all my needs that I, you know, when I was going through rough times. Some teachers in particular were just amazing, and I don't think I'd really be here without them. They were some of the first people to know about the whole malarkey, and it just really makes recovery seem worthwhile when you get reactions like the reactions I've just had today. So yeah, I'm gonna stop because I feel very emotional in a nice way. And yeah, I'm just very grateful for their support and to be in the position I am today. Yeah. Oh. So recovery is worth it. So many people ask, is it worth it? And it is 100% worth it. I wouldn't be sat here saying it was if it wasn't. Just try it out. You have nothing to lose by giving recovery a go, and if it's not for you and you don't like it, your eating disorder is not going to disappear overnight. It will still be there waiting for you, sat on the back burner going, don't like it, come back to me. It's not just going to vanish. So, you know, as bad as it does sound, that option is kind of always going to be there. But honestly, go for recovery, because it's the best thing, and it's changed my life, it's changed my outlook on life, it's changed my family's life, my friend's life. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop because I'm getting a bit emotional. So probably wasn't any helpful. I've just blabbed on about how happy I am right now. So on that note, I'm going to go and do an essay, and I am very excited for tomorrow. So I will see you then, and get eating some fabulous food and seeing my best friend. So I will see you in a dizzle.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go.
Who's here? I'm back with my best friend. It's been so long. It has.
Laughing all the way, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Had a little boogie. I'm gonna have to make that completely different because of copyright. But yeah, we're at Box Park, and it's very Christmassy. It's all Christmassy and nice. There's like a little festive thing down there. And we've just been to the Athenian. Is it Athenian? Yeah. I think that's how you pronounce it, Athenian. And we've ordered 2 vegan gyros. Em's had halloumi in hers because I hate halloumi. And we've also ordered the courgette croquettes. I was like, coquette, courgette? Courgette croquette. It's very hard to say. Yeah, so, and we're just chilling with our like little new water bottles. My little Miss Sunshine one is on its way out, and
she's done well.
She has done well, but they don't sell them anymore, and it's literally me in a water bottle. So this is my next generation towel water bottle, and it's pink and it's got little stars in it and it's glittery. So not an ad, by the way. It's just me not showing it. Here are our croquettes, the courgette croquette. And here are our gyros. So look at these bad boys. It's got chips in. I mean, can you get much better than that?
I'm gonna do a bite one. I'm gonna try and bite it. Go for it. Go, go, go. Right, good. That's really good. That's good.
What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride.
Emily's enjoying the sauce so much that she's decided to just eat it with a knife.
So good.
Empty plates all round. And that was so good. Did you enjoy it, Em? You just got streaks of light on your face. The mock meat was really quite realistic, but it wasn't chewy because I don't like it when it's really chewy. It was really soft and like really flavorful. Wish there was a few more chips in it, but I think if there was more chips you would be able to like close the wrap. But I'd go a 9.163. What would you add?
9.5 again because it needed more chips.
But yeah, but I love this sauce. She's rating it on the sauce basically. But we are now going to go to Waitress.
How many times have you seen it now?
This is my 7th time.
This is my 4th.
But we got rush tickets, which are tickets that are sold by Today Tix. They buy a few and then they sell them at 10 o'clock on that day. Yeah, it's really, I don't think they have many. I think they have like 10 or 20. So it's literally 10 o'clock, set your alarm, you go on it and you just pray that you get them. And we've actually got front row seats.
I'm so excited.
£25 front row seats. So I am so excited right now. And we're gonna go and get a cheeky little donut time on the way. I think 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
So we will see you with some donut goods very shortly. We're on front row seats. The stage is literally there. Oh my gosh. Time for round 7 of the passion. My bags look horrendous.
They're designer.
Every time I come, I look at the hoodie and I really want it. And Ella's been trying to get me to get it every time we come. But I can never justify the price. But Em bought a t-shirt. So I
Not sponsored.
kind of bought one. The back's really cute as well. I'll get him. I don't know if you can see it.
That's what it looks like at the back. Really cute.
I'm just saying that's my Christmas present to myself. The first half was just amazing. As always. All the
really
yeah, they are. And I'm so happy Lucy's good. Oh, if you haven't seen it, please go and see it because it's amazing and the cast are just incredible. We're in my favourite place, which is Win. And look at these. It's got little ears. It's cute. It's a gingerbread cheesecake and we've got Biscoff and vanilla ice cream. And it's got little red ears. I'm so excited. And Alan is over there. Legend. And Waitress was amazing as always. Right, let's eat. We're hungry, always. So we've come to M&S and got some reduced, yes, thank you.
Love you,
Love
M&S.
a good bargain. Sushi, some of these crisps which are veggie, and just some grapes. Why not quickly pit stop out? And we've been to Ben's Cookies and just got a cookie each, so.
I think there's meant to be like 6 servings of crisps in there.
Yeah, we've just demolished the lot. I don't know what the 6 people they're on about because there's 2 of us. The day's over. Love you. Completely gone and I'm just going to my train, and obviously my carriage is the furthest one away. And I did just call into Sainsbury's because I was craving. Had to go in and buy some Cadbury nibbles because, you know, if you're having a craving, you have to honour the craving. I'm trying to find carriage. I'm in carriage B. I'm at K. Jesus. A million hours later and I'm still walking downside of the train to find my carriage. So, oh hang on, where am I? I'm at E. Okay. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, 3 more carriages to go and I should be there. Because then I can eat my donut time and my Cadbury nibbles and my Ben's cookie and be a very happy person. I am on the train, so this could be a little bit awkward, but these are my snacks for the journey. Told you my cravings have to be honoured, so got these. Also had a Ben's cookie, and I got the white chocolate and cranberry one because I didn't have the normal white chocolate one. And then I got this bad boy. Oh no, it's completely like, oh no, it's completely being demolished in my bag, unfortunately. Oh no, it doesn't look very appealing. Oh, we're a bit more appealing, but it's the dime one, so it's got a dime on top, and I think it's caramel frosting and toffee custard in the middle. That is a donut on it, it's huge. Look how big it is. So yeah, that's my snacks for now. Donut time.
Up on the housetop, reindeer.
I now have very sticky hands, but I'd say that was an 8 out of 10. Biscuit one still remains my number 1 favourite. I am nearly home, I think. There you go. I've got about 15 minutes left and the train is pretty quiet now, so I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm still snacking on my Cadbury nibbles. And I will continue to do so when I get home. I've had such an amazing day. The cast of Waitress are awesome. Nate, I love you. And Emily, thank you for such a wonderful day. And days like this just make me realise why recovery is so worth it. Even on the bad days, you just got to keep pushing through because you can have amazing days like this, and I'm very happy I've treated myself to this. It's my little YouTube Christmas present. So thank you guys for basically allowing me to buy this jumper. But I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next week for another one. So until next time.
That doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
And
When
keep
leaving us here,
smiling.
make sure you have all
See you
your
soon,
luggage
guys.
and belongings